All right. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Keelan McCarthy, founder of Mindful Tradition, and I'm super jazzed to be here with you this evening. We have a intention setting practice for our body love intermediate yoga this evening. All good stuff. Um, So we will focus on like power poses and cross hemispheric integration, all the good things that are going to help you like lean into and really make the magic happen. All right, just letting our last student in. Reminders for everyone just to stay muted during our practice here and finding that comfortable seated position to start. I recommend placing a prop under the sits bones to lift them above the knees, taking any tension out of the knees, but also to help you lift and lengthen tall through the crown of the head. Taking a big deep breath in to help you extend out through the top of the crown of the head, growing a little bit taller while engaging the muscles of the abdomen. Feel that belly button pull up and in. Making sure that your head is over your heart is over your center. When you're leaning back, you're in the past. When you're leaning forward, you're in the future. But when you're sitting in your straight alignment, you are fully present and embodied in this moment. And that's what we need to work with our intention setting. Taking a big deep breath in through the nose and exhale to soften the shoulders down the back body, letting them melt like butter down the back. And then from here, allowing the eyes to soften on the earth in front of you or fully close. And begin to bring your awareness to your breath in through the nose and out through the nose. A few more deep breaths here just to start and land in this space, beginning the journey inward, acknowledging that the very foundation of yoga is the breath. This breath in this body, this perfect body that enables all your acts of love in the world. This body that is in service to you with every breath you take. What a glorious gift to be here in this skin. Remembering that in this space, all sighs, moans, and groans are welcome, allowing yourself to have an authentic experience by holding back nowhere. And that if you feel any pinching, numbness, or tingling, this is your body asking you to adjust as needed, knowing that you will know your body so much better than I ever will. So really feeling empowered to listen to that inner voice and follow your own inner guidance here in this space. Continuing with that breath, breathing in through the nose, and then exhale, begin to slow that exhale down, making it twice as long as the inhale. And as you do this with this breath, begin to set an intention for your practice, something that you want to manifest in this hour to carry with you off of the mat. And this could be in relationship to your body. This is body love yoga. Perhaps you want to feel more comfortable in your skin. Perhaps you want to feel more powerful in your body. Take the time to set that intention, knowing that we will spend the rest of this practice manifesting that intention into a reality. And whatever intention you set here, whether it be big or small, I want you to imagine that you're breathing that in as a reality. And invite that breath all the way down to the bottom of the belly, and then into the ribs, and then into the upper chest until your whole lungs are filled with this reality. And then exhale, begin to slowly release it, working back down to the bottom of the belly. Once again, breathing in that intention, letting it live and filter into every fiber of your being through your breath. And then exhale, release that intention back out into the world, making it a reality. Continue with this 3-part Dirga breathing of belly, ribs, and upper chest, feeling the torso expand out in all 4 directions. And then exhale, slowly returning back to the bottom of the breath, squeezing every last drop out so that the next breath can be fresh and buoyant and new. Taking 3 more breaths here. Last breath, biggest breath yet today. And then on the next inhale, allow the eyelids to flutter back open, coming back to the space around you. And inhale, arms come out side to side, palms reaching overhead as the gaze follows. And exhale to slide it down to heart center, chin to chest. Inhale to come out and up. Just beginning to thank this body for moving with you. What a gift it is to move freely in this world. And if there's any point at where you find some discomfort or a new sensation, honor that. Bring your awareness to it without judgment, just letting it be and loving those bits of yourself just as much as every other bit of your body. One last big breath here and breathing and scooping up. And exhale to slide it on down to heart center, chin to chest. Beautiful. Rising high with that next inhale, crown reaching towards the sky, abdomen active and engaged here, connecting to those muscles nice and strong. And then inhale, bring one hand to the earth, lift the other arm up and overhead here. And see how far you want to go into this stretch today, making sure that both thighs stay firmly active and engaged to the earth here. And really reaching up, out, and over to open up that side body from the hip bone all the way up to the armpit. An option just to add on some arm circles here. Knowing that you get to choose how far you want to go here, what you want to do. And they could be big circles or small circles. Make them your circles. Your arm, your body, your circles, your practice. All right, reverse, going in the opposite direction here. And keeping that connection to the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale to come all the way back through to center. Once again, lifting through that crown. And then exhale to reach up, out, and over. Oh. Breathing deep here, pausing first to decide how far you want to come into this posture today, and then adding on the arm circles if that feels right to you. Knowing that when we circle and move the joints, we send fluid to that part of the body, making it easier the next time you move through these movements. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then if you are doing the arm circles, reversing, going in the opposite direction. Inhale to come all the way back through to center, and exhale, twist. One hand floats back and behind, right behind the sits bones, pressing into the earth like a kickstand. Other hand comes to the outer edge of the opposite thigh. And then on an exhale, twisting, turning, looking out past that back shoulder, and pause for 3 breaths. Each inhale, an opportunity to lift and lengthen. Each exhale, an opportunity to twist and turn, looking farther past that back shoulder. One more breath cycle here. And then inhale to come back through to center and exhale to journey on over to the other side, breathing deep and twisting to look out past that back shoulder. Paying special attention, as twists can often be a place where there's pinching, numbness, or tingling. And if you're experiencing any of that, just coming out of the twist a little bit, being kind to the body. We're here to build a compassionate and loving relationship to this body. Inhale to bring you back through to center. This time, bring the soles of the feet together in front of you, and let's just come to a little foot rub, a little self-love, a little tender care, just for you, from you, to you, for you. Starting at the tops of the toes and working your way down. And even if you've never rubbed your feet before, I'd highly encourage you to try it. It's so, so good to take space where we can tend to our own needs, where we can offer ourselves a little bit of love. And especially like a foot rub is just like luxurious. Like, what a decadent act to do for yourself. Working your way down the heels, back of the foot, top of the foot too. And once those feet feel nice and loved up on, you can either bring the hands to the shins or interlace the fingers and wrap them around the toes like a little hat. Take a big deep breath in here, lifting tall through the crown, and exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, keeping a nice flat back. So the second those shoulders start to round, pull it back up here. And take 3 breaths. Once again, imagining that you are breathing in your intention until it melts into every fiber of your being. And then exhale to release it back out into the world, making it a living reality already, just moments after setting that intention. One more big deep breath here, in through the nose. And then exhale, this time let the shoulders round forward, reaching forward, seeing how far you can come now into that stretch. Opening up the hips, connecting to the body. 2 more breath cycles here. And then inhale to slowly roll on up to a seated position. If you do have a prop under the hips, move that on out of the way, off to the side, close enough that you can grab it later at the end of your practice, and then roll forward onto hands and knees. Now, if you experience any discomfort in the wrists from keeping them at a 90-degree angle, you can make those hands into fists here. And then hands stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. Tuck that belly button up and in here. And then a nice straight line of energy from the tip of the tailbone extending all the way out through the crown of the head. Breathing deep here in tabletop pose. All right, inhale, drop the belly, slide the shoulders closer together, open the heart and lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to round, coming back to home. Nice little flow here. Sweet little ditty. Matching your breath to your movement. Taking a moment to just appreciate all that this body can do. What a gift to be able to get onto hands and knees, to round the spine. I am thankful every day for these movements, every day for these bodies. Say it to yourself. I am thankful every day for these movements, every day for this body. The next inhale, come back to that nice flat back tabletop position. And then I want you to really firmly root down through the palms here. Tuck the toes under and just lift the hips a few inches up off the ground, connecting strong to your core, that fire in your belly. Breathing deep, using the breath to ground you, support you. And then exhale, drop the knees down. And then inhale, lift that right leg out to the side and begin to circle the hips here. Really making sure that you're not moving side to side as you circle, but keeping that strong center. And as always, big circles, small circles, yogi's choice. There's no right or wrong. There is just meeting your body in this moment and honoring its needs. All right, reversing that direction, coming to the other side now. Not the other side, just reverse the direction. You got this. Breathing deep. Feeling your strength and your power here to manifest your intentions. All right, root that knee back down. Take a moment just to find that foundation of tabletop once again, and then inhale that left leg out to the side and begin those hip circles. Keeping that strong connection to the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Reverse in the opposite direction now. All right, inhale, extend that leg straight out, back and behind you. Exhale, bend that knee, pull it all the way through. Wrap the left leg around the right leg, and then give a little lean back, coming forward. Inhale, extend the right leg straight out behind. Exhale, wrap the right leg around the left. Lean back a little bit to get that deep stretch and come forward. Continuing this cross crawl of using the inhale to extend the leg straight back and behind, and the exhale to wrap it around and lean back. So this is some of that cross hemispheric integration that I spoke about at the beginning, which literally strengthens the synaptic patterns in your brain, which will help you to manifest your intention. There's some science to what we do here. All right, once you get all the way to the front of the mat, this is where it can get kind of tricky. We're going to reverse and go the opposite direction now. Once again, just remember this is like both a stretch and a brain exercise. So if it's takes a little bit of extra thought process, it's okay. So now we're using that inhale to unwrap the legs, extend the legs straight out, back and behind, and the exhale to wrap the leg behind the other leg. Just working our way back to where we started. All right, one last one here. And then coming back to that tabletop position. And then one more time, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg out to the side. And then exhale, kick your leg over all the way to the other side of the mat. Tuck the toes under, and then look over the left side at the right foot. Inhale, bring that knee up and out to the side. Exhale, kick it over, looking over that shoulder at the left foot. So we're going to do this a few times. If you want to build more heat, you can do it faster, okay? I'm feeling like I'm pretty hot already. It's a hot day today. All right, one more time here. And bring that knee down. I should say this is also cross hemispheric integration. It's anytime one part, like a limb goes to the other side of the body. So it's good stuff. It makes your brain work hard. All right. Inhale, lift that left leg out to the side. Exhale, kick it over to the other side. Tuck those toes. And then look over at the foot. Hey, foot. Oh. Inhale to bring it to the side. Exhale to kick it over, looking over. So we're strengthening the brain, we're strengthening the core, we're getting a sweet side stretch in here. We're like doing all the things. All right, one more time. And then inhale, bring the knees together, toes together, melt into a child's pose. Always, always an option to do an extended child's pose by bringing the knees to be the width edge of the mat. Arms could either be stretched out in front of you, or you can drag those hands back and by and wrap them around the body and melt into your child's pose. Forehead comes to the earth. Option to rock that forehead side to side to get a nice little brow line massage. And once again, I want you to think of your intention, recommit to your intention in this time. What is it that you are making your living reality in this space? And what a gift that we have this body to do this work in. Pausing for 3 breaths here. Inhale to begin to rise back up, returning to that tabletop position for just a moment here. Tuck those toes, walk the hands a few inches in front of your shoulders here. And then inhale, lift the hips up and back, coming into a downward facing dog. You can pedal the feet out, side to side, perhaps looking under the armpit to get another nice side stretch. And then exhale, melt the heels towards the earth. Can bend the knees if you need to get that nice flat back from the tip of the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Keeping the neck in alignment with the arms, elbow creases shining out in front of you. Fingers out, stretch from the palms like a big, beautiful star brush, and really, really pressing into the palms, the fingers. Breathing deep here. And then inhale, take a big step up with the right foot. And then with the left, coming into a forward fold. Allowing yourself to hang here for a few moments. Hands could be connected to the earth, or hands could grab opposite elbows and hang here. Oh, shake the head no, side to side. Shake the head yes, up and down. Going back to the no, side to side. And the yes, up and down. And then slowly rolling up to a standing position here. Allowing the head to be the last thing that rises. Coming up to stand tall. I have a raw lumber floorboards that aren't always even, so every so often I just weeble and wobble a little bit. All right, coming strong into mountain pose here. Feet hip width distance apart, so right underneath the hip bones. Slight micro bend in the knee. Pelvis tilted slightly forward. Thighs active and engaged. Evenly working through the front and back body to lift tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale to soften the shoulders down the back body. Hands come out side to side, fingers open wide with energy. Breathing deep here. Standing tall in mountain pose, a power pose, taking up space here. Knowing that you are worthy of this space. Your body is worthy of this space. Breathe deep in through the nose and out through the nose. Feeling that strong connection through all four corners of the foot. And so when I say all four corners of the foot, I literally mean from side to side. So rock side to side, you're feeling those two edges on the left and right sides of the feet, connecting to them. And then front and back, leaning back and forth and feeling that front and back edge of the foot. That's literally what I mean when I say all four corners of the feet. Then come back tall into your alignment to the crown of the head. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead till the fingers interlace, extending out the pointer finger in a steeple grip here. Inhale to lift tall towards the sky. Exhale, the hands go one direction, the hips go the other. Opening up in a deep side stretch here. Breathing deep, feeling that power, feeling your strength to create your reality, to manifest your intentions. Inhale to come back to center. Once again, lifting and lengthening tall. And exhale to come to the other side. Really keeping those shoulders softened down the back body, but that top shoulder pulled back a little bit so that heart space stays open. Inhale to come back to center, and then exhale, bring the palms together, slide them down to heart center, hips come back and down, breathing deep, coming into Utkatasana or chair pose. Now it's important to remember that this is chair pose, this is chair pose, but you want to find something that you can hold and sustain for 4 breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose, feeling your power, your strength, your ability to create a life that you love. Inhale, bring the left elbow to the right knee, really pressing into those palms to keep the shoulders open, coming into a twist here. One big breath cycle, in through the nose and out through the nose. And then inhale to return to center. Exhale to twist to the other side. Feeling a little bit of shake, feeling a little bit of heat, reminding you that you are alive and an active participant in this life. Inhale to return to center and then lift up tall towards the sky. Bring a little bit of back bend in here. And then exhale to swan dive all the way back down to the toes. Feeling the backs of the legs opening here. Inhale to come to a halfway lift. That could be with the hands flat on the earth, the hands on the knees, or perhaps the arms extended straight out, back and behind. Again, you choosing your level of engagement in your practice. Big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale to return back to the toes. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, arms come out side to side, bend the knees, lift and rise high. Palms interlacing once again, extending that pointer finger to come back to steeple grip, lifting tall towards the heavens. And exhale, hands go one direction, hips go the other. Pausing here for 3 breaths. Feeling your strength, feeling your power. Knowing all that this body is capable of. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale to the other side. Feeling that strong foundation and connection through the feet. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, slide the hands down to the heart. Hips come back and down. Pausing here, finding a pose that you can sustain. Not what you think is perfect, but what is perfect for you and your body in this moment. Inhale, take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, twist left elbow to right knee, pressing into those palms to keep the shoulders and the heart space open, perhaps turning up the corner edges of the mouth, and a little yogi smile to bring some joy to the practice, joy to the heat. Inhale to come back to center. Exhale, opposite knee, opposite shoulder. Perhaps keeping that yogi smiles, a little bit of motivation here. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, coming into a forward fold. Hands to the earth. Feeling that deep opening in the back of the legs. Inhale to a halfway lift of your choosing. Exhale to come back to the toes. Inhale, reverse swan dive, bend those knees, arms out side to side, scoop up some of that intention, some of that energy of what you wish to cultivate, and exhale to slide it down to heart center, letting it imbue into your heart space. Bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. Allow the eyes to soften or close and just breathe here. Check in with your body. How is your practice going? What do you want more of or less than? Do you feel strong in your ability to manifest your intention? Or do you need a little bit more fire, a little bit more heat to get things going? One last breath cycle here, in through the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the hands to the hips. So we're coming into some standing balancing poses here, but it's important to remember that mountain pose, where we felt all four corners of the feet, we felt that strong line of energy open in the body, is the foundational pose for all of our standing poses. So even if we're only standing in one foot, it's all still that same energy, still the same cues working together to keep you upright, sturdy, and balanced. All right, hands on the hips, shifting the weight into one foot here and coming up onto the toes of the opposite foot to really establish that. And really pressing into that foot hard that's connected. So if I don't press into it, my hips sort of like slump onto the side, but when I press into it, whoops, yeah, it brings everything into alignment here. Perfect. Big deep breath in to pivot on that leg, the opposite leg that you're standing on, and bringing that foot either to the ankle, the calf, or assisting that foot to bring it all the way up and in to that inner thigh. Always an option to use a wall or chair for support. Our props are here to further our practice and connection to ourselves. Finding a drishti or focal point on the wall to help you feel balanced and sturdy. And then choosing where you'd like the hands to be. Hands could be on the hips, at heart center, extended out overhead. Whatever you're choosing, let it be the perfect representation of where you are at in this moment. Knowing that when you are present and in the moment, you are better able to manifest your intentions and live a life that is in alignment with your soul's purpose. Big deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, firmly root in through that foot. Softening those shoulders and the muscles of the face. Acknowledging that to weeble and wobble is part of the journey. And big deep breath in. Exhale, let that foot slide down, returning back to mountain pose to reset, rebalance, recalibrate. Take a big deep breath in here through the nose and out through the nose. And then shifting that weight into the other foot. Same cues, other side, pivot on to the ball of that opposite leg and choose where you'd like that foot be. Acknowledging that you may have different needs on different sides of the body, and that is a-okay. Use your breath work here to ground you deep into the earth, offering the support you need to feel sturdy and stable in all times, not just on the yoga mat. Keeping that connection to the breath into the nose and out through the nose. Perhaps bringing a little yogi smile to the face. One more big breath in. And exhale, the hands come down. You can use that hand to assist the leg back down. Returning to mountain pose. And taking a moment just to feel and experience what's happening in your body. Beautiful. So if you do have blocks or you have books that you like to use as props, I would recommend keeping those right on the outside edge of your foot here for your next standing balancing position. We'll be working towards eagle. So inhale to once again shift all your weight into that first foot that you were working in. And then inhale, pick up the other leg, bring it up and over. So oftentimes it can be nice that you could just bring the tops of the toes to the earth or to a block. So this is one wrap, or you can go 2 wraps, but see when I do that, how my hips go to the side? That's not awesome. That's where accidents can happen. So only wrap your legs as much as the hips stay straight ahead, okay? And then inhale, open up the arms side to side. Exhale, opposite leg that's on top, that opposite arm comes on top. And then when you get to the elbows, bend at the elbows. You can bring the backs of the hands together to wrap one time or come to the palms of the hands. Inhale to lift the arms up towards the sky and melt the hips down towards the ground, coming into eagle. Breathing deep here, feeling strong, connected, and sturdy in the core. Knowing that you've got this, feeling those shoulders being worked on, the core, the legs, the whole body working together here to support this posture. Turn here. But finding that edge where you feel the pose everywhere and nowhere. Big deep breath in through the nose, press into that foot, lift the arms up, and exhale to unravel. Returning back to mountain, pausing here for a breath cycle. In through the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful. Same thing, other side. So setting that opposite leg now is your foundation, your strong mountain pose in that one leg, lifting and lengthening tall through the crown while keeping the abdomen engaged. From here, finding your focal or drishti point, lifting the other leg up and over, determining on this side how far you can wrap while keeping those hips in alignment. If you want a block or a prop under that foot, or if you want to bring the toes to the earth. Inhale to open up those arms wide, side to side. Opposite arm of the leg that's on top comes on top here. And then bending at the elbows and choosing what you're going to do with the arms. If you're going to wrap once or twice. And then inhale, the arms come up, the hips come down. Strong in eagle pose. Building that fire, building that heat, this body, this miraculous body that does so much for you. That supports you in your acts of love in this world, your acts of service, your acts for yourself, the things and care that you give to yourself. Breathe deep into that appreciation. Feeling the heat building in the body, your powerhouse, your energy, your life force. It's all happening right now. And then inhale, press into the foot, unravel the legs, lift the arms, and exhale. Coming back into mountain pose. Allow the eyes to soften or close. Bring a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Pause here once again, breathing in that intention. Letting it become one with the body. And exhale, release it into the world, making it a living reality. So that everyone that sees it knows it to be true. One more big breath into the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful. Okay, take some steps about shoulder distance. So we went from hip width distance to shoulder distance. Bring the hands to heart center. Take a big deep breath in. Point the toes out towards the corners of your yoga mat. And exhale, begin to sink the hips down into a little yogi squat here. You may need to readjust the feet. That's cool. Hands together at heart center, and then bring the elbows to the insides of the knees and press those legs apart, keeping a nice flat back here. So almost like you're still in mountain pose, but like in a squat. That same energy, that same strength and connection to the muscles of the body. Breathing deep here. Acknowledging that we're going to start slowing down here. Cooling down, or trying to in the heat. If you happen to be doing this in live time in August. One more big breath in through the nose here. And then exhale. Bring your hands back and behind you and gently lower yourself down to the ground. Soles of the feet stay flat on the earth. Arms inhale right in front of you at shoulder height, that nice flat back, lift and lengthening through the crown. And on an exhale, begin to slowly, ever so slowly, my friends, as one vertebrae at a time, make your way all the way down to the mat. Oh, yeah. All right, now I want you to scoot your tush so that you can just touch the heels of your feet with your middle fingers. I don't want you to be able to touch them with your pointer fingers, just your middle fingers. Palms come flat on the earth on either side of the body. And we're going to inhale, lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale to lower them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And then this next time, inhale to lift and pause. Now, option here, you can roll the shoulders under the back body and interlace the fingers, pressing now into the feet, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Or if a full bridge is in your practice, you are welcome to come into that now, paying special attention to any numbness, pinching, or tingling to make sure that the movements that you're making are honoring your body's needs in this moment. 3 more breaths here, holding strong, knowing that you've got this. Bringing that yogi smile to the face by curling up the corner edges of the mouth. Excuse me. One more big breath in. And then exhale. If the hands are clasped, release them and then slowly lower the hips back down towards the ground. Oh, yeah. Walk the feet to be the width edge of the mat and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Beautiful. Inhale to hug the knees in towards the chest and gently rock side to side here. Really taking the time to relish in these slower movements, these gentler movements. Acknowledging that they bring balance to the practice. Can't just be go, go, go all the time. This sweet, tender body needs moments of power, moments of pause and rest. The next time the knees come to one side, allow them to fall all the way down towards the earth. Open up the arms at shoulder height, and then turn the head to look in the opposite direction of the knees, coming into a spinal twist. Knowing that the twisting gesture is known for its ability to release. So if there's anything that is hindering you from manifesting the intention that you set, now is the time to let it go. We don't need any negative juju on this journey. We can release it. We have that ability and power to let it go so that we can bring our desires and intentions to the forefront of our thoughts, not weighed down by complexities or negativity. Inhale to bring the gaze to center, the knees to center, and exhale to twist to the other side. Gaze then turns to look in the opposite side. Then pause. Once again, searching if there's anything else that's ready to be released, to bring you that much closer to your intention being a living reality. Inhale to bring knees to center, gaze to center, and then this time bring the soles of the feet together like we did earlier when we were massaging the feet, but now we're doing a reclined cobbler's pose. So knowing that the closer the feet are to the pelvis, the deeper the stretch will be. And you have options here. You can bring the hands to the inner thighs if you'd like to deepen that stretch a little bit more. You could bring the arms at a V shape at either side of the body, or you could bring a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart. Whatever you choose, allow yourself to soften and relax. Really engaging that breath, and once again, returning to that breath where the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. Inhale to bring your hands to the outer edges of your legs, and then slowly bring those knees back up to center. Heel toe the feet to be at the width edge of the mat, and then allow the knees to fall in towards each other. Same options with the hands either at the V shape or a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart space. Taking this opportunity to once again return to that intention, bring it into your full awareness, and say to yourself, this is my reality. 2 more times. This is my reality. This is my reality. Inhale, slide those legs straight out now. And inhale the arms up and overhead, coming into a full body stretch. So just reaching, reaching, reaching from the tips of the fingers all the way to the toes. Full body stretch here. And exhale to soften. One more time, full body stretch. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale to soften. Now walking the feet towards the lower right front edge of the mat. Right hand grabs the left wrist and gently tugs the torso towards the top right edge of the mat. Pausing here in this full body side stretch, which one of my fellow yogi friends refers to as banana asana. And I just like to imagine that I'm a banana here in this pose. One more big breath in and exhale to walk everything back to center. And then on over to the other side, feet towards the bottom left-hand corner. Left hand grabs the right wrist and gently tugs you towards the top left-hand corner. Breathing deep here. Inhale to come back to center once again, and this time preparing for Shavasana. So if you'd like to place a blanket underneath you for a little more cushion, a blanket on top of you for a little warmth. If you find that coming to the traditional Shavasana pose brings discomfort to the low back, you can bend the knees and bring the feet to be the width edge of the mat and allow the knees to fall in towards each other like we did before, making the low back flush with the mat. Or it can feel really extra cozy to place a pillow or blanket or prop under the knees. And as a last offering, if you are menstruating, you could bring the hands onto the pelvis area, the uterine area, or a folded blanket or pillow. It's like a little hug. Whatever is going to be most comfortable for you, finding that now, acknowledging that the more comfortable you are, the more relaxed you will be, the more you will receive the benefits of your Shavasana and integrate the work of your practice into the body so that you can carry it with you off of the mat today. And then slipping off and surrendering to your Shavasana. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back to the body. And then gently rolling onto the right side of the body up into the fetal position in a little ball. Bringing the organs into alignment also before ending your practice. Pausing for a breath cycle here, easing the transition from the earth to seated. When you're ready, pressing into the left hand, lifting up, making your way towards a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing the hands to heart center. Knowing that my wish for you this day and every day that follows is peace of body, peace of heart, and peace of mind. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Hope we get to see you soon again.